It was a warm and sunny afternoon in early October. I just arrived home from school. I ate some food, worked out, and then decided I would make the most of the sun and go for an afternoon walk in the neighborhood up by my house. It was a new neighborhood, so it was always a nice place to go. It would just be myself since my friend Colin had track to run that day. Steve lived in the town next to mine, so he couldn't come. Frank apparently had plans with his Xbox, and Chad had football practice. Anyway, we all agreed that we'd hang out later, like another day. But as for the time being, I was just going to walk by myself. I started up the hill and got some YouTube podcasts going as I walked. The video was pretty good, but as I got to the top of the hill on Preaglehead Drive, in the Hamptons neighborhood, something crazy happened right off the bat. An all-signature blue minivan pulled up right next to me. It was no one other than Herbert Ernie himself. He stepped out and greeted me looking absolutely ridiculous. He wore a silver reflective tracksuit with a hole cut out right where his, I'm sure you know, stuck out. He then started chasing me. "Herbert, what the fuck are you doing? I'm calling the cops," I yelled. I did just that, right off the bat, no hesitation. I was sprinting back down towards my house as fast as I could, whilst on the phone with the cops. And unfortunately for me, though, due to a complication with the coffee maker in the police station, it'd take upwards of 15 or so minutes for the cops to arrive, but I secretly felt like the cops didn't really feel like dealing with Herbert at the moment. Don't blame him, but I really wish they would hurry up. Oh shit, I thought to myself. I did not have time to worry though, as Herbert was on to me. I ran back down to my house and locked myself in my bedroom, which in hindsight was a stupid move, and you'll see why in a second. I got inside and locked the door along with my windows. I even shut my blinds. I curled up in a ball under my blankets, traumatized from what I had just seen with what was sticking out of that tracksuit, you know. Soon, I heard knocking at my bedroom window. I don't know why, but I opened it. Standing out there was no one other than Herbert Ernie himself. The first thing I noticed or wondered why was, how the fuck was he standing outside my window when my window was over 50 feet off the ground on the second floor? Then, I saw that Herbert was on stilts, like 50-foot high metal stilts that had springs in them, meaning he could jump. He then jumped onto my roof. I heard him walking around frantically on my roof then. "Herbert, you're not gonna get away with this!" I shouted. Just then, the relieving sound of police sirens could be heard from outside. Oh man, I'm so glad they're here, I thought to myself. Anyway, the cops barged into my house and asked me some questions. "Where is he?" they demanded. "On the roof," I replied. They then go back up to the police station and come back with a ladder. Luckily, Herbert was still on the roof when he got back, though he was now gooning.
"Don't worry, Nick. I'll soon be back to my baby days."
Oh shit, I thought to myself. I ran back in my room, even more traumatized than before. Luckily, though, Herbert was taken out of there in handcuffs. 5 minutes later, he was taken away. I will never again go on walks by myself after school. From now on, I'll always take a buddy with me, or more. That concludes quite the sticky walk.